wanted to show out from the beginning, like all the work, and just have an amazing season. And I haven't played a game in 11 months, and I didn't really put that into accountability. And then, coach holding me accountable is one of the main reasons why I came here, because I just think that's like a huge piece as a coach, and I want to be a coach one day, and his accountability factor is one way I want to see myself as a coach one day. And so for the way he held me accountable, if I was in his shoes, I would have done the exact same thing. So I'm just learning a lot from him on the process, and I couldn't thank him enough for, following through for just how he is as a coach and doing what he did to me.
Caleb, just with your shot tonight, have you ever had a game before where the shot's been going down like you did tonight?
Yes, but I would just credit Coach Gage, really just telling me.
Credit me, credit your teammates. I ain't passing the ball.
Well, I gotta credit you first. Credit him. Hold me accountable. I gotta be better. For the team, and then for my teammates that were out there, I just credit them for making the right play. And then I just had the opportunity tonight to make shots. It's gonna be somebody else, I'm gonna guess, on Thursday night. So I'm just thankful for the teammates making the right plays, and we just bought in together to get the win.
Caleb, after the struggle that last year was with the injury, how did it feel to set a new career high tonight and just get back to the form you had at Iowa State?
I just am more happy about the win tonight, and then the ability to get 9 rebounds. I think those are the plays that don't really get looked at. Like, people look at the points, but I felt like making a rebound and trying to make my impact there is one thing that I take more pride in. So I'm just really happy that I was able to get stops down the stretch and create extra possessions with offensive rebounds too.
Coach, you guys won the final 5 minutes again for back-to-back games, but how do you start out the first half a little hotter than you did tonight?
Mark.
Yeah, obviously we came out kind of in a low in the first half. I think we're kind of just overthinking, their sets, and they're a unique type of team, unique type of style. But I think over the course of the game, we kind of adjusted to the way they were playing. But obviously they're a really good team, so obviously they're going to get some things, and they really obviously practiced that a lot. So playing against that type of style, I think, was good for us, and something we can learn from.
As it relates to the start, I think when you make the adjustment, from the standpoint of having high hands, making passes, or operation areas a little bit difficult, we pushed their offense further out on the court. On the perimeter, we were able to get deflections. It didn't give them the same passing angles that they had in the first half, so geometrically, you take away angles. The other part of it is you take away vision. They still scored 40 points in the paint, and it's from cuts. This is one of the best cutting teams in the country, and they play well. The energy that they put in the ball by moving it around is something that we'll continue to learn from as a program, but more importantly, it put pressure on our defense from the weak side, because like Mark said, it's a lot of unique patterns. They went to a lot of post touches for their guards, and they found cutters. And whenever you have that form of initial offense, it puts pressure on the basket. I thought we did a better job of not having empty possessions. Those empty possessions meaning we get stops, and then we try to make a home run play and turn it over. I thought our guys settled in, and they connected in a certain way. They didn't allow the run to frustrate them, and they grew, and they grew, and they grew. And I thought that was a sign of maturity, and I'm just thankful for those guys to be able to talk out and also respond a certain way that they did to close the game.
Caleb, when you check in, when you do for the first time tonight, did you have any inkling that tonight was going to be a night that you took a lot of shots from deep, or is that something that just sort of happened as the game developed?
It just happens as it develops. My intention to go into the game is how can I elevate defensively, and how can I elevate our team offensively. That's really what my mentality was. I knew if I was talking on defense and allowing us to get stops on the defensive end, it could lead to transition offense and maybe help our offense flow a little bit better. So that was really my mindset going into tonight.
At what point do you kind of, enough have gone down and you're like, well, I'm going to take a few tonight?
It's just all throughout the flow, it's all about the offense. It's not about chucking them. It's really just about the flow and everybody else sharing the ball. I don't think that's how we're styled to play, by coming down and jacking when we're feeling that. I think just taking the right shot is what leads us to having better possessions offensively.
I'll say this, Caleb put pressure on himself, and he's been itching to get back. That's why the Memphis game went the way it went, and that's obviously why I took him out the lineup, because he didn't focus on his leadership. Once he focused on his leadership and not about success means the ball goes in the basket. That means now the ball goes in the basket because that's not his concentration of it being the end all be all of him playing great. I thought he put a focus on the defensive end. He took the shots that his teammates created for him, and ultimately he was in the right spot. Now, big picture, what does that mean? That means he has to grow, but also when you look at the grace in our program, Caleb allowed his teammates to hold him accountable. He allowed his parents, and I thank his parents along the process of it because we know how much pressure he put on himself. Mama Grill, Papa Grill, they did a great job, and we had conversations to make sure that he takes the sort of the highlight off of just wanting to make baskets. And once he stopped thinking that way, voila, the basket grew all of a sudden. And that's just the pressure young people face. And then, Mark Mitchell has been able to do and provide some unbelievable plays as well. I thought he did a great job getting to the foul line early. Both these guys down the stretch need to concentrate and knock down those free throws that I know that they have done consistently. And that's where that helped their run. It helped Memphis's run in the second half. It obviously helped us close a game against a tough Howard team. And then tonight it helped us close a game because they did step back up and make free throws.
Mark,